Official statistics show that an economic migrant who manages to survive the perilous journey across the Mediterranean has a 73% chance of remaining within the EU, despite having been issued with an order to leave. One EU diplomat working on migration told The Times, "The inability of EU governments to enforce deportations is the biggest pull factor. If people know that as illegal immigrants they have a 70% plus chance of being able to stay, even if ordered to leave, then it is hardly surprising people get into the boats." In 2015-16 there were 2.6 million asylum applications that had an average success rate of 57%, but that meant governments were left with 1 million people to return, according to a European Commission report. David Wood, former Director General of Immigration Enforcement at the Home Office, said, "In reality, the vast majority stay here, regardless of the merits of their application." In a letter to governments in March, Jean-Claude Juncker, the European Commission President, said, "Only a third of those who should be returned are effectively returned." This is not sustainable. The Commission registers a rate of effective return to non-EU countries of 36.4%. In a joint letter to the then Italian Prime Minister Gentiloni in July, President Juncker, First Vice President Timmermans and EU Migration Commissioner Avramopoulos commended Italy on their important role in managing migration. This year more than 58,000 migrants have arrived in Italy and 1,569 have died. Thursday, June 29, 2017. An estimated 230,000 refugees and migrants will arrive in Italy this year as numbers of refugees and migrants attempting the dangerous central Mediterranean crossing from Libya to Italy continues to rise since the same time last year. They offered a series of measures the Commission was ready to take to combat problems. The letter said, these include measures to accelerate relocation, mobilizing additional funding and deploying EU agency personnel. The pace of relocation has continued to increase over recent months, with transfers reaching more than 1,000 every month since November 2016 and June 2017 representing a new record monthly high with over 3,000 transfers. As of 24 July, the total number of relocations stands at 24,676, 16,803 from Greece, 7,873 from Italy. However, more efforts are needed to accelerate transfers from Italy, especially in view of the current situation in the central Mediterranean. It follows reports that Poland has asked the European Commission to withdraw its legal proceedings against Warsaw over its migrant relocation quotas and said it was ready to fight its case in court. The Polish Foreign Ministry said in a statement on Wednesday, Poland has sent a motion to the European Commission requesting it to discontinue its ongoing infringement procedure. Should it be continued, Poland is prepared to argue its case before the Court of Justice of the European Union. Poland's ruling Law and Justice Party has repeatedly criticized the EU's relocation scheme for each member state to host a given number of migrants to help ease pressure on Greece and Italy, struggling with mass arrivals of migrants across the Mediterranean. Interior Minister Mariusz Błaszczuk said, Paris, Stockholm, Brussels, Berlin, Manchester, Barcelona. How many more European cities have to be hit by terrorists so the European Union wakes up? So the European Commission acknowledges that accepting blindly all those who come to the European shores is akin to putting a noose around Europe's neck.